Okay, first I'm gonna put a dot in the middle, and then here I'm putting 2 dots on the side of my nostrils. So I'm kind of starting in the middle, making sure that both sides are the same. And that's kind of what I'm doing. And I'm doing the bottom of my the eyebrow, which is the bulb is what they call it. And I'm gonna put a line for the other side. Now I'm gonna do the top, and I'm just gonna put in a dot, and I want to make sure the numbers are exactly the same. So now I'm gonna do the tail, and again I'm gonna cross the dots literally. That's what I'm doing there. And I'm gonna do the other side. So I'm gonna do the top of the eyebrow. Just do a line just to make sure they're both the same. And now I'm just gonna go all the way on the other side. This is from the tutorials that I've seen. This is kind of what I've learned after watching a bunch of tutorials. This is kind of what they do, so I said let me try it, and that's what I have so far. So now that's the henna. I put one little scoop with 8 drops of the solution, and then I let it sit for a few seconds, and then I'm using a little brush, and I'm starting from the tail because that's what I wanted to tint the most, is the outside of it. So I'm starting from the outside, and again, like I said, I put half a scoop of 3/4 of the black and 1/4 of the brown. And I'm just being really careful. This little brush is from a nail, just to do the nails, and it worked. So that's kind of what I'm using. And again, I'm going all the way in. In some of the tutorials, they tell you to take the inside of the eyebrow, but the difference is I have no hair on those areas, so I decided just to leave it. Some people, after, it's supposed to be 20 minutes, after 10 minutes they take the front of it, so that way it doesn't tint too much. And I'm just making sure that everything is inside the line that I drew. And I'm doing the other side now. And again, I'm starting from the tail, because that's what I want the darkest part to be. So that's what I'm doing there. Making sure that I go inside the lines that I drew. Again, this is, for me, is work in progress. I'm learning. And I just need to make sure that, again, I'm inside the lines. And if you go outside the line, just get a little Q-tip and make sure that you just have your lines all the way in. And again, I'm going on the outside. And the inner part. So I wait until after that's done, I wait for like 20 minutes and make sure it's really dry. I think one of the mistakes that I've done before is that I didn't wait, and certain parts were still, see, that's what I'm doing right there. I'm taking that part and just to make sure that it's in the inner part. Making sure that that's dry all the way, because if it's not dry, then you're going to have certain parts that are going to be lighter and certain parts that are going to be darker, so it's not going to be even. So that's one of the advices that I have. And have enough, there you go. These are stuff for makeup, these little cotton things. There you go. Little parts that I see that is too wide, and that's what I have so far. That's kind of what I came up with. So now I'm gonna take it off, and this is painter's paper, which is amazing because it takes it so well, instead of instead of cotton, you see? And it's red from me rubbing it. And that's what I have so far.
A little red because I've been pressing on it, and I did it twice. So this is kind of what it looks like, and this is the one that that doesn't have one. So let me take the other one off.
Okay, so here I'm taking it off, and as you can see, the paper is wet, and this paper is amazing because it's very easy to take it off instead of the cotton.
So this is what I have so far. I'm going to make it better. I'm going to clean it up using some concealer. Okay guys, so this is the final result of what it looks like after I took it off, and I just put a little bit of lipstick and just kind of cover a little bit of my melasma. But I didn't want to put any more makeup. I just wanted for you to see just the plain eyebrows. I mean, it makes such a big impact. The brand is ELLEEBANA, and like I said, this is kind of what I used. And the first time I did it, I bought the black, but I felt like it was so harsh, the black one, so I ordered the mocha brown. So I used these two with the activator, and I used all these three things in a little glass container, and I mixed them up, and I used like a little pencil, and like I said, the mapping is the most important part. And what I used for the mapping again was this, believe it or not, is for it's for lips, and this is where you're supposed to put this around your lip where you don't want the lipstick to bleed. So I used this, and I thought, well, it had to be almost the same thing. So you know, you're gonna see previews how I map my eyebrows. Like I said, it's try and error, and again, like I said, I think the most important part is making sure that you have your mapping perfect, because if not, one is gonna be higher, the other one's gonna be lower. And again, like I said, it's supposed to be where you have here, the bulb is what they call this, the bottom of the bulb, the top of the bulb, and this is the peak of your eyebrow. And then again, you go here, then you go here, and then you go on the other side. This is right now with nothing. I put a little bit of gel, just Anastasia Beverly Hills gel, just to kind of put it in place. And another little trick that I do is after I put the gel, I have something metal, and what I do, I'm just gonna use this here. As soon as I do it, I just hold it to it, and I hold it to the other side, and I let it go, and it just kind of sticks to your to the skin and maintains your eyebrows really nice, and you know, just a shape that literally night and day. Like I can go like this and it looks perfect. And I think by doing it, it's taught me a lot about, like I said, realizing how my eyebrows are supposed to be. I never thought about the shape of your eyebrow, like depending on the structure of your face, how it's supposed to you know, where you're supposed to have it. But I've been learning by looking at videos, by reading on it, by looking at pictures, how what do you call it, the way your eyebrows are supposed to be. And like I said, this is literally work in progress, because I'm learning. The more I'm doing it, the more I'm learning. But this is kind of what I have. And again, this is the ELLEEBANA Henna Brow. And I've seen a lot of this right now online, and I've seen it on Instagram, and I've seen it in a lot of other different places. And I said, let me, you know, do a try. And like I said, I am in love with it because I can do it anytime myself. I don't have to, you know, go to a beauty salon or make an appointment. I can literally do it if I'm in a hurry. It only takes about 20 minutes. If you do it the right way, it takes about 20 minutes. It took me to do it twice because certain areas, like the top here, it was too low, so I have to put another layer and do the areas with the first time I didn't touch on. But I don't know if you can see it. This is just, I am in love with this. Like I said, this is something that I will be doing in the future. And like I said, it's gonna save me time for me doing my eyebrows. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this tutorial, and I hope that y'all liked it.